Okay, last video for today. I want to show you how I'm going to take this drawing here and use the construction lines to bring pieces from the top view drawing to the side view drawing. So, just like every time from now on, you're going to click on your last name DWT file to pull it up, and that way you'll have all of your layers here. Put on your construction layer. Use the draw X line. And it's easy to start with just 2 lines. Then I can offset this 7.5. And offset it 2.5 plus 1 5/8 inches. 2.5 plus 1 5/8 inches is 3.5 plus 5/8, 4 1/8. And I'm going to draw the view looking down on it this way. That gives me the most information with the fewest hidden lines. So I know it's a rectangle. And then I know I need a line over 1 inch. To represent that piece. And then I've got to put a couple of lines in, or a couple of circles in, excuse me, for the holes. So what I can do is I can change it to center line, choose the midpoint. Why won't that choose the midpoint? Let's try that again. A line from the midpoint back to here. And our first circle, change it to back to object view. Our first circle is in 1.5 inches. And the diameter is 1 3/8, which is 1.375. But that should be the diameter, not the radius. So I will, since I already have my center mark, I'll do another circle from there. This time I'll change it to diameter 1.375. And then I can just get rid of that one. And then I'll do a circle again, and I know it's back 3 inches. So I'll go from there, I'll go back 3, and that gives me my circle. I also know that there is a circle here with the radius of 1 5/8 inches. So I'm going to use that center line, and I'll offset it 1/2 of 1 5. No, I'm sorry. That circle is 1 3/8 inches. So I'll just bring a couple of lines back from the edge of these 2 circles back through that piece there. We know they'll be hidden. So I'll get rid of that center line. I'll come up, I'll change it to hidden. I'll select line and quadrant. I'll repeat the line. Select quadrant, and then I will trim those 2 lines. Now that gives me my front view of that object. I'll switch back to construction. I'll offset 2. I'll move this line up. I'll move this line over. and I know it's 3 1/4 wide, and it's we said a 4 1/8 tall. So I will offset here because we want to take that piece and rotate it. So we're looking at this end right here. So I will now be 4 1/8 tall. Offset 4.125. And then here I'll rotate it up, and it will be 3 1/4. I lied, it will be 4 1/8 in that direction also. Now, see this box right here? This box allows me to move things from the top view to the side view easily. All right, so I will use a line, and I will draw a 45-degree line right there so I can do that. I also like to use the trim command, and I trim all of the lines in between the views so I don't get confused. So right here I'm going to draw a rectangle. Oops, I need to change that back to an object layer. Draw my rectangle. And now I have to put in the L shape right here. I'll bring a line over 1, and that will go up to, I'm just going to bring it up to here. I'll do this line, I'll bring it down 3/4. Where they connect, and I can trim that. I can trim that line, and I can trim that line. Now again, using my layers, I can draw from there up to there. Repeat from the quadrant. Repeat from the quadrant. Trim all of this up. Now, over here on the right side, I'm going to draw down, draw up 3/4 of an inch. And then I will have a line from my center point and I can draw a circle on this line, 2 1/4 up, and I got one of my measurements off when I was drawing this. However, I'll just show you how I do it, and then you can make the adjustment when you draw yours. So I can draw my center circle here, and that is a diameter of 1.375. I can go ahead and trim this all up, and I can draw a line down and another line down. And now to move this line or this circle up to this view, I'll come in here and I'll grab the construction lines. I'll use my X line. I'll go from the quadrant up. Repeat that. Up. And then I can draw my line straight over. You don't have to use X lines for this. You can use just regular lines. And straight over. And now I know if I use a hidden line from here to here, repeat hidden line from here to here, turn off my construction lines, and there is the three views of that object.